Hi everyone, it's Anne here from anneshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back with another tutorial. And first of all, I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you have a fantastic new year. Now, as you're probably aware, the new celebration and spring summer catalogue is going live on the 4th of January, which is Wednesday. So I've got a couple of sneaky peeks to show you, and this is what we're going to be using today, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's called Oh So Succulent, and that's the stamp set. You get 30 stamps, which you can do so many things with this. It's got some lovely sentiments on. It's a two-step stamp, as I'm going to show you in a minute, and you can get this in a bundle and save 10%. And I got it in a bundle, and if you look at all them dies that you're getting, there's absolutely loads. And some of these flowers here, you know, they're really a big size. If you look at the size of that in my hand, you know, you can just do some fab things with them. Absolutely beautiful. So that's the stamp set, and you can also get the coordinating designer series paper, which is called Succulent Garden. The colours are Calypso Coral, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Sweet Sugar Plum, Tip Top Taupe and Whisper White. And I'm just going to give you a quick flick through these because they're absolutely beautiful. They're all 12 by 12, they're all double-sided, and you get 2 of each design. And I mean, look at that, isn't that just absolutely beautiful? There's the reverse of that one. This one is so pretty as well. Beautiful quality. If you've never had Stampin' Up paper, honestly, you don't know what you're missing. And there's that one. And that's so pretty as well. And there's the reverse. And this is really nice as well. And the reverse of that one. So there you go, there's a little sneaky peek of the papers. Right, so what we're gonna make today is excuse me, I'm just gonna get these out. I've done some 4x4 cards, and this is the stamp set at Succulent Garden. This is what I've used, and I just think they're absolutely beautiful. And that's the two-step stamping. You stamp the flower, and then the colour is the second stamp, is like the colour, and it also leaves all those little bits on the end of your flowers, all the little tiny details, and also the leaves are a two-step as well. And I just think they're so pretty. And I've done the inside of them as well, just, you know, different designs, little roses, and the sentiments come from Flourishing Phrases. The sentiments, everything else is from Succulent Garden. And I've actually die cut out some of these little flowers as well. I haven't die cut out the really big ones. I think these are like the next sizes down, but I've just layered them together there. And as you can see, they're really pretty flowers, but that's not even the biggest one. I didn't cut the biggest one out. So that's what we're going to make. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've put Wink of Stella on them as well, if you can see that, sparkling. So yeah, I've put that on all of them. It just looks gorgeous. I love Wink of Stella. So I've got 5 here, and we're going to do one more, and we're going to make a lovely gift box for it as well. So we'll do the box first, I think. So I'm going to make the box in pink pirouette because that's what the cards are made in. It's very vanilla pink pirouette, and some other colours which I'll show you in a moment. excuse me, I just need to find my notes for for the measurements. Not very organised, am I? Right, so the biggest piece here is for the base of our box, and it needs to measure 10.5 by 5 1/4, and the lid needs to measure 8 1/8 by 5 inches. Okay, so we're going to score our box base first. So pop it in on the long side, organised here. Really wish I could get a bigger desk. Sorry, it's fireworks again. It's actually New Year's Eve for me. This will go out tomorrow, which is New Year's Day. So there we go. Right, score the long side at 4 1/8 of an inch, 5 1/8 of an inch, 9 1/4 inches, and 10 1/4 inches. Okay, turn it to the short side and score it at 4 1/4 inches. Okay, so there's your base. Now take the lid, and what we're going to do here is we're going to score all 4 sides at 1 and 2 inches because the lid's reinforced, but we're going to move it off the scoreboard again just so it, you know, it's a perfect fit. So excuse me, pop it in your scoreboard, slightly move it away like we've done before, probably to that first little line there, then score it at 1 and 2, rotate it, move it away again, 1 and 2, rotate, move it away, 1 and 2, and the same again, rotate and move away, 1 and 2. Okay, so that's what you should have. So straight away I think we'll just get this box straight together, but actually before we do that I'm going to decorate my box, and I've done the same here. I've stamped my own designer series paper here. Excuse me. Now you're going to need 2 pieces which measure 4 by 4 inches and 2 little pieces which measure 4 by 7/8 of an inch. All the measurements are on my blog, including centimetres as well. Okay, so we're going to stick these on. So these are for the base. I haven't made any for the lid because I'm going to put some of those pretty flowers on. So I want one on the front and one on the back. Just get them where I want them really. And then I've got our 2 little pieces which are for the side of our little box as well. So we're going to glue them on with Tombow first, and then we know that that's done. Just decide which way you like best. But yes, I'll be honest, I wasn't totally sure about this stamp set when I got it, and now that I have, it's just absolutely beautiful. It really is, and there's so many things you can do. I mean, that to me just looks absolutely beautiful. It really does, and I think it would be a great set for Mother's Day. You know, it's got that kind of Mother's Day, you know, kind of feeling with it, and you also get some Mother's Day sentiments. Happy Mother's Day, happy birthday to a very special person. Because of you, I am me. The best love story is the one you write together. You know, so there really is some nice little sentiments with that as well. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I've just you know, played with it non-stop really since I got it. And well, you'll see, because obviously a lot of people know when you, because the photopolymer and the stain, you know, very easily, especially with like dark pinks and red colours and things. And most of mine are all stained pink already off the rose red, because I've just never put it down. But it's just so pretty, and the amount of dyes you get with it as well, I think it's just fantastic. You know, you can do so many different things with this. Whoops. Oh, I hate when I get glue all over here. I should have had my silicone mat down, but never mind. Right, so we've got our beautiful handmade DSP. So let's score this now, and then we've got a little bit of cutting to do. And this would just make a beautiful little gift for somebody. I really think it would. Okay, so take your snips, and we've got a tiny little rectangle here. Just remove that, and then I'm just going to cut down here, just taking a little piece out of there and a little piece off there, just to stop any pieces sticking out when it's together. Now go to this little box here, you've got a little square, just cut up there and just take a little wedge out of here. Okay, move along and cut up either side of this square as well. And a little wedge out of each side of here. Okay, and that's it for the cutting. Okay, so I'm just going to get some tape. You need a really thin piece of tape down the side of here. Or you could use fuse or Tombow even. So we'll peel this away and just fold that over, and then it should match up. Yep, there we go. And obviously we want the seam at the back, so they're going to go there, that's going to go there. So I think I'm just going to put some Tombow on here. Just like that. And then stick this down. Okay, there's our gorgeous little box, and we'll get our little cards back here because we've still got one more card to do. So they go in there, and there's adequate room for another one and your 6 envelopes, which I actually forgot to make them, but yeah, you'll just make them on the envelope punch board for a 4x4 card. Okay, so we're going to put our lid together now. So we're going to fold and burnish. Okay, so it's just like all our other reinforced boxes. You've got 4 squares in each corner. Okay, so we're going to cut up here and then remove the 2 bottom squares. in the end square here on the left. Just going to wedge in there. Just take a piece out of there. And there. Okay, so you should have that, and just do the same on the other side. Okay, just turn it round and just repeat exactly on this side what you've just done on the other side. Okay, so that's what you should have. We will just pop all of these in the bin, and we need adhesive on all 4 of these tabs here. Turn it over and we need it on all 4 of these little end ones here. So I think I'm just going to use some fuse. I'll just get my mat out this time so I don't get everywhere stuck in fuse. So just a couple of pieces down each tab. And then turn it over, and you want a piece down here. Here, here, and here. Okay, and then it's just fold them round like so. It's actually just a really small little lid because our box is very narrow anyway. Around there, around there, and then just literally fold these bits in, and then just give them a burnish. With your bone folder, and that is what you should have for your lid. Okay, we have our lid done, which it should look like that, and then hopefully it'll fit onto our box, and it does. Now how cute is that little box? I think it's just so pretty with that beautiful stamp set. Right, so that's that done, and I've got one card to make. So pink pirouette, which is 4 inches by 8, and it's just scored in the middle at 4. I've got a piece of Very Vanilla here, which is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and I've just put some fancy scored lines there on the scoreboard. And I've also got a piece of, this is just Very Vanilla envelope paper, and that's for the inside of my card, and that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we're going to stamp our little design onto here, and I'm just going to get some scrap paper. See if I can turn it the other way so it doesn't get too confusing. Okay, and the colours I'm using are Rose Red, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz and Pink Pirouette. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the outline of the flowers with Rose Red, and I've just got some here. Now this is the big one, and then there's a smaller one, and the insides of them, that is what you stamp with a lighter colour, and it makes it look like it's coloured in. So I'm going to mount this one onto a block. Now they do line up, but it's pretty easy to see where they need to go. You might just have to, you know, manoeuvre it round a bit. So just ink this up, and we'll have one there. That's just so pretty. We'll have a bit of a one here, and one there. Okay, and then I'm also gonna ink the smaller one up. Okay, so, and then you can pop the Rose Red away. Now I'm going to come in with the Pink Pirouette. Okay, I'm just going to have to quickly clean them two stamps off. Like I say, they do stain, but it doesn't affect the use. Okay, and then I'm going to mount the inside, and then just stamp that with your lighter colour, like I say, which is Pink Pirouette. And then I think I can remember how it goes now. I think there's a piece at the bottom that kind of fits in. Is that right? No. Is it this one? Nope, probably can't get it on camera, but yeah, you can see there that you need to match it up, but it's really easy to do. So, and there, that's what you have, which is a gorgeous effect there. So I'm just gonna ink the rest up. And I mean, you know, don't worry too much if it's not perfect. I mean, you know, they don't have to be absolutely perfect. But the more you use it, the more you'll kind of understand where they go. Yeah, is that right? I think so. There we go. Oh, never mind. And then I am going to ink up the smaller one with Pink Pirouette, and this is going to go onto these smaller ones here, if I can match it up. Oops, you never seem to be able to when you're obviously recording. It's going to be harder, isn't it? Oh, come on. No, is that right? No. There we go. One more. I just really love this stamp set. It's beautiful. There we go. I think they're just so pretty. Right, so I'll clean these two stamps off and we'll just fill them in with a little bit of greenery, or you know, there's lots of little things you can use to fill it in with, so you've got plenty choice. And then there's a small little rose here, which is, well, like a kind of rose flower, and I think I'm going to add a couple of these in. I need the rose red again. One there. There we go, so that's that one done. And then I'm going to come in with the other piece to fill it in with pink pirouette. There we go, and I think that's enough for flowers. Well, it is, but we're going to just put a little bit of greenery on. Now I've got, you can also fill these little leaves in as well with this little piece here, so you have like those, and you can fill in again with a lighter colour. So I'm going to go in with garden green, ink these up, and I'm just going to put some little bits of greenery just anywhere you fancy. It just breaks up the pink a bit, that's all. You know, fills the gaps in. I think just for time's sake I'm not going to fill them in, because I don't want this video to go on and on forever, but you know, you get the idea. And then there is this gorgeous little tiny stamp here. It's just a little flower, and I'm going to come in with rose red again, and I'm just going to fill in the gaps. Okay, and there's also another cute little small stamp, which I'm going to do that one with pink pirouette, and it's just a tiny little, 3 tiny little flowers. And this, you know, really looks pretty, but it just fills in any little gaps you want to get rid of. You know, you can just have it as full as you like or put them wherever you want. Fantastic little set this. You can do so many things with it, and I think it would be great for Mother's Day cards, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, and we're going to get our card together. So what I want to do first is I've got some of this little gold ribbon, and I want to just tie some around the card. So I'm just going to cut off how much I think I need, about there. Get rid of that. Just get some of this tape. I'm just going to tape the first bit on the back here, because I'm going to wrap it round twice. Okay, just like that. And then just tape this on. You can hopefully adjust it if it's not quite straight. Just that one up a little bit. Oops. There we go. And then our card base, I said it was 4 by 8, scored at 4. Just going to fold and burnish that. And that is going to go on the front of our card base. And for that I'm just going to glue it on with Tombow. Okay, just like that. Just press that down. And I've got my little piece of very vanilla envelope paper here, which is just going to get stuck on with some fuse. You can write your little message in there. And there we go. And I've already gone ahead and cut out a couple of these, actually, one for the box and one for the card. I don't have rose red cards, so I used Melon Mambo with a stitched shape and the smaller scalloped oval, and I just heat embossed the sentiments with gold powder. And like I said before, they're from this set, Flourish and Phrases. You get 2 cases with this set and it's beautiful, and I just used a combination of just a note and thank you so very much for the cards as well. So I'm just going to glue this onto the stitched shape. Just like that. And I've got some little bits of dimensionals, and they're just going to go on here. I can get the backs off them. Okay, so that's going to go just there, and I think that just looks so pretty. Very simple but really pretty. And our lovely box, so we can pop that in our box, and like I say, there's enough room for the envelopes. And I've done the same with this. We've got another one of these cut out, and that is going to go in the middle of our box here. So I'm just going to glue this down. And just while I remember, if anybody hasn't got a copy of the new catalogues and they would be interested in ordering, just leave a comment on here and I can get you one straight out in the post. So that's going to go onto the box, and also the little flowers that I cut out. So I'm going to pop that in the middle, and the lovely flowers that I cut and layered, I'm just going to actually put them in the middle of the lid with a glue dot, like so. That is going to get stuck onto there, and press that down, and there we go. I think that just makes a beautiful gift for somebody. I love it. And I mean, obviously if I'd had more time I would have put some little diamantes and things on, but my camera's going to run out. So, and I've just got the envelopes to make now, which, yeah, they're only thin, so there should be plenty of room in there for them. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll be back again next week with another. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.